Hey guys, I'm going to show you my drop quality node today. So sometimes when you comp CG on top of footage, you run into the issue that the footage quality is just not that good and your CG is perfect because it's CG. So you have all the details and no image artifacts and all that. So even after color matching and regraining, applying lens distortion and all that, it might still look off because the CG quality is just too good. So sometimes you get away with just a slight blur, but not all the time. So I made this node that actively tries to emulate image imperfections like edge fringing and compression artifacts, pixelation and all that. So let me show you. The first thing that you see is the quality slider. And once you start dragging that down, you see that the image quality actually drops by a lot. So we're basically scaling the image down and then up again. So we're actively decreasing its resolution to drop detail. Depending on the filter you choose here, you might get different results. So the sync filter here gives us these black edges, which look kind of like MP4 compression, so I left that as default. When you go to cubic, these edges are gone and you're just decreasing the quality of all, which might be in the most useful for the most cases. So as a second thing, I added a sharpen option. So after the image is kind of blurred by the quality slider. So because filtering is always applying a little blur. And after that, I made a sharpen node, which you can use, which is also kind of making these black edges. Sharpening is never good, but it can help to add this ugly look to this ugly compression look. So you can play with that and give more ugly image imperfections to that. The last thing is also a blur. It's just as simple as it is, it's a simple blur. Yeah, to give you more control on what you've done, you have this show difference checker here. So once you check that, it shows you only the areas that are really affected by the whole node, so that you can see what areas decreased a lot, what decreased less. So on one you're not going to see anything, and once you go lower you actually see the difference and the areas that got worse in quality. Here's the funny thing I noticed that wasn't intended, but it works. So you can actually go higher than 1. This was made to drop the quality, but if you go a little higher, it's kind of upsampling the image, and to a certain point you can even, sometimes it doesn't work on that image unfortunately, but sometimes I noticed that you can even increase the quality slightly. But that's not what it was made for, so just stay with the default functions. I hope that's helpful. Have a nice day.